Trying to lock me, had to tell her it's not that. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay. Run it like relay, bro, you ain't got it like this. In my part C straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. I'm a #1 like you say. Used to kick boot on the estate back then. T90.
It's week 18 of the National Football League, and we'll be watching Terry McLaurin. He's putting together one of the better seasons in league history. It's the Commanders and the Cowboys. All that and more coming up next.
"22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance." And we are underway from FedEx Field. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here are the Commanders making their way out. Bringing them out, the former Tar Heel, second-year pro, Sam Howell.
And what a performance he is coming off of. I know that this is a different era of football where we're throwing it around a heck of a lot more, but still, over 500 yards passing.
500.
That's phenomenal, incredible. Let's see if he can take last week's game and carry it forward and have another similar performance.
And McLaurin, the motion man right. And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
13 yards there at a Washington first. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot, but what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Once more, Gibson. And this is going to be a Commander's first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
That's how you pick up a first down. You know where the sticks are, you know where the first down marker is, and you find a way to get there. That's called having vision.
He had a lot of vision last week, didn't he? NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was dominant. And he'll be taken down at about the 45. These two teams getting a couple of late season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in week 12. And it was the Commanders who picked up the road victory, so they'll be fighting for the season sweep in this one. Here's Howell. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, but now it's 3rd down. You look at this Cowboy defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but they have any hopes of making waves in January. They've got to improve in this area.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 33. A good pickup there at 22. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Back to the ground with Gibson. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. They'll get an injury stoppage, and it appears to be the wideout, Jahan Dotson. He's the one shaken up. Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside. And this is caught at the end. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They'll run with Gibson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will come out to the 25 as Lewis going to opt to not return it. First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Prescott. That's Gallup on the slant. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Prescott on 3rd and 2. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out comes the Washington offense as we're going to look at the playoff race in the NFC. Well, here we sit, week 17. Just one more week in the regular season after this one. So if you're one of these teams trying to make a move and improve your spot or jump in from the outside, Charles, you better make that. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. How about this? Antonio Gibson. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson with career touchdown number 70. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced to punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Sly on for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. This will come out to the 25 as Lewis going to opt to not return it. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now this defense for the Commanders, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert it on 3rd and 9. Now Prescott. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Chase Young with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Here comes Antonio Gibson as he's set for another drive. Man, those numbers from last week. What do you call a game like that? Monumental? A career game?
Yeah, every one of those adjectives you can pull up. Monumental, mammoth, massive. But you also know that he wants another one just like it in this game. He doesn't plan on slowing down.
Man, if he duplicates that, that would be history.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
2nd and 10.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway.
And he's going to get this all the way down to Washington's 20.
31 yards there and a 1st down. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Mo Alley-Cox. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Cowboys are back within a score.
Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. If you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From his end zone is Byron Pringle. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Washington offense set to take over.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
3rd and 2. Here's Howell. And that's going to be incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
Taken in at the 22. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Call it a gain of a yard. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
You talk about this Washington defense.
They've been pretty much a mess against the pass, number 31 in the league.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you are defensively, because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for. They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 23-yard line.
Throwing here, Howell. They'll set up the screen for Gibson.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. And he is the NFC rating offensive player of the week. You got to think, all the guys that take the field each and every week, that's not an easy award. Always has to feel good to grab it.
It has to feel great because it separates you, at least for a week, amongst your peers. And for him to separate again, he has to have the same type of a game. That means being explosive off the line of scrimmage and catching everything that comes his way.
They'll run with Gibson.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fielded just inside the 30. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Dallas offense set for this next drive.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now to be
into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
1st and 10 here for Howell and the Commanders.
Just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
He completes this one to Terry McLaurin.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man of the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Howell's throw taken in by Pringle.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
This 2nd and 4. Gibson here running out of the gun.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Howell. And that'll be complete to the running back, Gibson.
They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Little bootleg here. Howell
steps away.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here.
And Howe will throw it.
And he's got it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
Sly able to put this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. This will come out to the 25 as Lewis going to opt to not return it.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
To about the 48-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And his throw is going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. He seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 37.
1st down, Dallas.
Pollard will take it up the gut.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Now, this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. Now an option play on 2nd down.
And not much running room. Down at the 32. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
We'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, Prescott. This is caught. It's Cooks. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Cooks, a 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Cowboys have got it back to within a score.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
Byron Pringle now to return it. Fielded just outside the goal line.
And he will be taken down here as the 1st quarter of play will come to an end. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
2nd quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football
as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
First down, Howell to throw.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. 136 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. Now trying to pick it up on third. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 21. Brown goes in motion left. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. It was Osa Odighizuwa on the tackle. Now a 2nd and 10. Gibson again. Powerful running. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Gibson. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Gibson is in. Touchdown, Commanders. So what a first half that he has had running the football. That now 3 touchdown runs.
And I would anticipate that when they get down in the red zone, he's going to get more chances as this game goes on. And I think that the guys blocking for it are going to ask for him to get more chances. They like the rhythm they've developed.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will come out to the 25 as Lewis going to opt to not return it. Tony Pollard and his Dallas teammates ready again on offense. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen, put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Lamb. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Washington on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Preston. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. A give to Pollard, running left. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's 40-yard line. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory though if they're stopped. And he is going to lose yardage here. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On to punt now, Anger as he boots this one away.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
Washington's offense ready to go again. There's Antonio Gibson.
Well, there you see it. A hat trick of touchdowns, and we're in the first half. I'm betting that he was over there saying, feed me.
Yeah, there's no doubt.
I got to eat.
There is no doubt, and he's real hungry right now, isn't he? I mean, let's be honest about that. We don't have to be on the field to understand what he's telling everyone. Give me the ball. We're locked in with the offensive line. They're taking care of business, and I'm finishing things off.
Well, heck, he might be able to turn this into a historic event. We'll see.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. And yet again, it's McLaurin. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. A give up the middle to Gibson. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Now Howell. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And the Commanders are going to be set up with a first and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Straight ahead, Gibson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. This will come out to the 25 as Lewis going to opt to not return it. And now here come the Cowboys. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. To throw is Prescott. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led a little too far and brings up 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
An injury stoppage here, and you hope this is nothing serious. That's Dak Prescott, who is shaken up.
And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Let's take it inside his own 40. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Antonio Gibson and the Washington offense ready to go here once more.
Might he be on his way to a record-setting performance here, Charles? 2nd quarter and the yardage number already ridiculous.
And they always talk about just focusing on the next play. But sometimes it's okay to dream big because
they're focusing on the 4th quarter already.
Listen, I don't blame you, though, because we could be witnessing some type of history here, and it's being done by him and, of course, the big guys up front who are creating the holes for him to run through.
Yeah, they've all been good so far. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
3rd and 5. They'll go again with Gibson.
Fights off the defender. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 189 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. And here's a give to Gibson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. A handoff for Gibson. And he'll get about 5 here, so he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away.
Touchdown! Logan Thomas, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will come out to the 25 as Lewis going to opt to not return it. Cowboy offense heading out. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that #1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it, his team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that #1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through, and I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
It's a 4-yard pickup there and leaves him with 3rd and 5. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. Here comes Antonio Gibson as he's set for another drive. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Howell. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, Howell loses it. That's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. He tried to buy some time to the right. So, Charles, when the guy gets out of the pocket, what's the focus of the quarterback?
Most of them keep their eyes downfield. They want to try and make a play throwing the ball. Some of them, they want to tuck it and go. But when they scramble, in this case, as you said, to the right, you're cutting the field in half. So good defenses kind of converge in that spot, and they don't give you much territory to throw the ball. He had nowhere to go with it, and ends up getting the ball stripped.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second down and a yard. They go play action with Rush. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. First down now for Rush. That's caught once again by Gallup. And outbounds right around the 20. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Now Rush. Now he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Boswell's kick is good, and they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. They're trailing here in the first half still, but maybe, Charles, that'll help them get some momentum back. First the forced fumble, and then they're able to get a field goal out of it.
And down in the game, they came out and created their own opportunity on one side of the ball and did get points out of it, as you mentioned. Complimentary football right there as they try and bring this one back to even.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The time again to see Terry McLaurin in the Washington offense, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Howell down to throw it. And Thomas has it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing here, Howell. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over here up near the 40. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Here's Rush on 2nd down. Looking for the out route here, and he's got Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Rush to throw on 1st down. And that's complete downfield to Cooks. Touchdown, Cowboys! Brandon Cooks with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Cowboys get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point put through by Boswell, and the lead will be cut down to 14. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. From the end zone, here's Pringle. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Commanders back out late in this first half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Out of the air on 1st and 10. incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
He gets it to Thomas. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. One last shot before the break. Howard working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout. And they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. Sly able to put this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18 of the NFL regular season. Lots to be decided, so let's get right to it. We'll start in the Northeast. An NFC East battle, and a good one between Philadelphia and New York. And those two are tied up as they play the second quarter. We'll stay in the NFC North as we head over to the Motor City to check on the Lions at home in Detroit. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. KJ Osborne, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Bryce Young has thrown a touchdown pass. With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Second down, Pollard again. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage. Not much more than that. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Prescott. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here's Prescott. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
First down, Howell to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. They'll run. It's Gibson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 249 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On first down, Howell. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll bring up what looks looks to be a third and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Trying to run forward with Pollard. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
The Commanders' offense set to take over. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
On second down, here's Gibson again.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
A gain of 14, first down Commanders.
It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Boy, left that first defender grasping at air as he winds up getting a full 8 yards on that play.
From the 44-yard line, here's second down and 2. Once more, Gibson.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And they'll run here with Gibson.
Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up in what's been so far a tough game for them. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Howell throwing on third down here.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Cowboys will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Third and short yardage, Prescott.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, 49 yards.
And the Cowboys take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Washington offense back out there. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Got an open man, it's Pringle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's Gibson.
And they'll get him down here at about the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
He's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now Gibson.
A good move. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
his legs for up.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. Short throw to the tight end Thomas. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Back to throw. Howell. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And Howell will throw it. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 21st touchdown of the season. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
This will come out to the 25 as Lewis going to opt to not return it. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Play some defense out there, boys.
To throw is Prescott. Left side to Lamb. And Lamb going to have a Cowboys first down as the tackle going to be made up at the 37.
First down, Dallas.
Looking to throw. Prescott. His throw incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Prescott yet again. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10 down at the 31. Now Prescott. He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Aaron Donald able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great effort there with an amazing diving catch. And the Cowboys are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all.
And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. There's Terry McLaurin, such an exciting pass catcher as this offense comes out for their next drive.
And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he is really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. Never want to give him a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in at 200 yards. Wow, that's a really big game.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Throwing here, Howell. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side. And all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return.
Out comes CeeDee Lamb and the rest of the Dallas offense.
Last drive, the touchdown, 4 catches. Really good. He was. They were not good on the other side trying to stop him. What do they need to do?
Well, this is where the entire staff has to get involved because we always focus on the defensive coordinator. But he needs help from other people with their eyes and their expertise, and he needs to listen to them. And sometimes you just can't afford to wait on a drive and say, okay, let's get to the sidelines and start over. You need to find a way in the middle of that drive to start taking away what's hurting you.
Yeah, in-series adjustments, and how do you do that?
Well, what you do is you listen to what everyone else is telling you, what they're seeing, the patterns that are developing, and maybe you just start running extra bodies to take away that particular play.
He takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 35.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Prescott, open man, right side, it's Lamb.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Pollard. His way into the end zone. It's a touchdown. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and is showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may even turn into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. Back now at FedEx Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
On 1st down, right back to Gibson.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
Howell now to throw it. They'll set up the screen for Gibson.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
And the Commanders, 1st down. 1st and 10.
Gibson here running out of the gun.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
A yard, all they need, but it's third down. They'll run with Gibson.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here's Howell. That's out to the flat for Gibson.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
At the Cowboys' 34-yard line.
A carry for Gibson.
And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 27. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Donovan Wilson that time there on the tackle.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive can take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
This time they'll throw it with Howell. Touchdown! Logan Thomas, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Commanders will add to their 4th quarter lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Commanders 5, Cowboys 45.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. This will come out to the 25 as Lewis going to opt to not return it. The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, you know, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he's got some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
106 yards for him now on the ground as he goes over the century mark here. I'd say he's ready for the playoffs ahead, no doubt.
Prescott on 1st down.
Cooks on the quick slant.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. 2nd down, Prescott. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Ferguson. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Going to run again here with Pollard. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Well, that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They'll throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder. You think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
Well, that one an absolute backbreaker. A chance to get back within a score, couldn't do it.
Yeah, that one went begging, as they say, right? There's the opportunity, and it was missed. But all hope's not lost just yet. But, boy, getting back within one score would have been a powerful motivator for their defense to take the field with.
First down, Howell to throw. Thomas brings it in. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A give up the middle to Gibson. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 16 more on that one and another first down. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll run with Gibson. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play.
Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward is just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
At the 33-yard line.
Throwing. Prescott. And that's complete to Cooks. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
4 yards. First down, Dallas.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Prescott off play action. He's got a man. It's his fullback. Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Prescott now on 2nd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Ferguson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Prescott now. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. If this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
To the air again, Prescott. And incomplete on the deep ball.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
On third down, it's Prescott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And it's caught. And the Cowboys are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Pollard, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Tony Pollard, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here. A very pivotal two-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the fourth quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a one-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Washington's offense ready to go again. There's Antonio Gibson. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game. I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. Now throwing on first down here. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
There's a quarterback who's learned his lesson. He's thrown a few interceptions so far. That time he said, I'm making sure nobody catches this one.
Howell, another throw on second down. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crack the throwing lanes?
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll go. It's Gibson. And this is going to be a Commander's first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 35.
First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now Howell. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington.
Washington Commanders first down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Antonio Gibson, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This will come out to the 25 as Lewis going to opt to not return it.
And out now come the Cowboys.
This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. Meanwhile, Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A first down throw for Prescott.
Looking for the out route here, and he's got Cooks.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. On play action, Prescott. And his throw here's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes not get away.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 36.
Here's Prescott.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Ferguson.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 21.
And again, it's Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ferguson. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Looking to throw. Prescott got his tight end. That's complete. It's Ferguson. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown.
You start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. All right, this is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
Slide for the PAT.
And the lead is now 24. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This will come out to the 25 as Lewis going to opt to not return it. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And this is a situation where, as a head coach, you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Washington, they do get the victory that pushes them over 500 for the season as they finish at 9-8.
And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And the playoffs will run through their house as they'll get the week off and get set to host a divisional round game in 2 weeks' time.
I can teach you how to get paid, how to get by, and how to get fly. I can teach you how to get cake, if not the whole thing, at least a little slice. Honestly, I'm an immaculate anomaly. I'm an organic organism, ain't no ordinary